Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Woo Crew podcast. It is me, Matthew, your host, with my co-host here, Bricks by Mind.
Welcome to the Woo Crew Podcast for the first time of the revival in beautiful HD. Wow,
Yay!
amazing. I uh
Henry, when you watch this, it'll look good this time.
well this we discovered a little something because if you guys don't know, me and Matthew just put out a video on the Bricks by Mind channel this week where we did a building challenge, and we're gonna be going in depth about that later in this podcast. Just talking about it in a more casual format that's not scripted. We put that out this week, and I was going to advertise the podcast on that, and I did. But I went to go get footage, and I texted Matthew. I'm like, Matthew, why does the podcast look terrible? What happened? And we discovered Matthew's been filming the podcast in 720p, but not only that, you are exporting in 1080, so it was like very terribly stretched and upscaled, which made it look worse. But this time, that shouldn't be happening. So now the podcast is beautiful.
Yep.
Yay!
Yay! Beautiful podcast.
I'm curious to see what tech issue we'll find, because the first episode was weirdly quiet. The second episode was 720p. So if you find any weird tech issues with this one, let us know in the comments. But yeah, the podcast is beautiful.
Yes. That's it's beautiful. It's gonna look great. I've kind of figured the editing out a little better this time. So I also had an issue last time where I filmed the whole outro because I didn't get to say it last time. I had COVID last week. So
yeah.
I felt like garbage when we were filming, so I do not feel terrible this week, and that's awesome.
Awesome.
I'm also not
what a great
gonna
way
be
to start
pausing
episode 3 of our new podcast. To any new viewers who came from the Bricks by Mind channel because you learned from the building challenge, welcome.
Right.
We're talking about all things Lego, all things Ninjago, all things going on in the world right now. Well, maybe not that. Probably not that, actually.
Not
kind
that,
of like an escape from all things happening in the world right now. Instead, it is just talking about how Star Wars sets are overpriced. But we got some topics this week. We're gonna we want to tease the topics here.
No. We're gonna just start off with the new Lego Fortnite set.
New Lego Fortnite set? What?
If you don't know, right when this video is going up, Lego's going to be revealing a new idea set called the Italian Riviera. Which, if you don't know,
base.
Yeah, is secretly a Fortnite set. It is Ritzy Riviera from Chapter 5, Season 1. Whoa!
Whoa,
okay. Right, so here it is in all of its glory. I only have this one picture to go off of, and thank you someone on Reddit for sharing this with me exactly when this video goes up.
Yep, yeah, actually, we filmed this right as this video came out, which is really amazing how that happened.
Yeah, I'm actually editing this live.
Yeah, that's beautiful, actually.
Yeah. So, what do you think of the Italian Riviera, Sean?
This is one of those sets that I think is really beautiful. It looks fantastic, and I am never going to buy it.
I am on the exact same page. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of its connection with Lego Fortnite does make this a little more tempting to me. But I also
honestly, now that you pointed out, it does make me like it more. But it's just another one of those things where it's beautiful, but it's huge, and there's just so many other things I'd rather buy. Let me double check the price because I do have that.
Yeah, I actually don't know the price, but it's 3,250 pieces.
Also, it's an idea set. I don't remember this passing whenever this happened.
I don't either. It might have passed through one of those challenges and not through an official review.
This is 300 US.
Okay, that's a lot. That's more than I'm gonna pay. Like that, I'm not gonna buy this.
I'm not buying that price either. Not even that that's a bad price, but it's just unlicensed $300 set. It's beautiful, but it's huge. There's just other things I'd rather buy.
I usually only get 1 or 2 sets around that size a year, and this is not going to be one of them.
Yeah.
There are other big there are other things that I would much rather get than this one.
Yeah.
But it looks great. I mean, it looks really good. If you have the battle bus, it'll look great with that. If you have any of the Fortnite minifigures, they'll look great here. This set actually, looking at just this picture, it has a ton of minifigures.
No, minifigures are great. Also, it's because I review Lego City sets, the blonde woman in the back, that is a Lego City character, which is kind of cool to see her coming outside of Lego City.
I like that.
Because she has appeared in the passenger airplane and like the big city thing from 2 years ago that had the hotel in it. She's like the traveler character from Lego City, so I think it's really cool she's on the Italian vacation.
Yeah, that's very cute. I'd also love to see the interior on this because I feel like it could be banging.
Yeah, those pictures are probably out, but we don't have them right now because
Yeah,
we're filming this right
we
now
are.
for some reason.
Yep. Yeah. It's a little hard to find pictures as we're filming live. So.
Um, interesting. Not entirely related to this set, but it kind of ties in. This is a conversation I was having with the guys this past week.
Uh,
How do you feel about light nougat being used on buildings now?
it
Uh,
makes me uncomfortable, but I got used to it quicker than I thought I would.
Because here's the thing. So for those who don't know, light nougat is the Lego's like white
So
skin tone, and the reason I
my
find it a little off-putting is because for like that color has existed in Lego for like what 25 years now, but only
yeah.
within the last five. Until the last five, it was color locked to only being used on skin tones. Now,
Hmm.
I think that's like I don't think it should have ever been color locked in the first place because brown is
Hmm.
used as like reddish brown is used as a
Hmm.
skin tone and also a building brick. So if that could be used, there's no reason why light nougat also shouldn't be used. But
Hmm.
when for 20 years of my life this was exclusively a skin color, it's hard for me to look at a building that uses that color and not just see the flesh wall. Like brown
So
for its entirety was always both a skin tone and a building color. This was
yeah,
something
I
that was
mean,
exclusively a
I,
skin tone, retroactively being changed. And I do think it
I
was the
think
right decision. It's just still, it still feels a little off-putting to me.
I definitely agree. It feels a little off-putting, but like, there's the other argument of like a wall can be painted an identical color to your skin, and like we
Right.
don't think that's weird. I don't look at a wall that's painted like tan and say, oh my god, it's a wall made of my skin."
I think
Um, uh,
it's specifically the color locking for so long. If this was what they
yeah.
did the minute like Nougat was introduced, I don't think it would look strange at all. It's just because for so long it was like this color means flesh exclusively.
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
Like
I
it was
agree.
not used in, it was
Um,
not used for buildings, it was not used for hair, it wasn't used for anything else aside from skin.
yeah. The reddish
Um,
brown one's pretty. I always thought that was weird when I was a kid that they like had that as a skin tone and
right. Yeah.
also
Well, and so yeah, I think again, if I could go back in time and change Lego in the past, it would either be introduce Light Nougat as a building brick from the onset, or don't use reddish brown for skin tones and instead introduce like it's similar to we have that new lighter brown now that was introduced Harry Potter a couple years ago, and I think so
mm-hmm.
far that has been color locked to skin tones. If that's what they did from the start, and they had just like their brown skin tone was not also a building brick, I think that would have also been fine. But I do think it's weird
Well,
that that difference was
yeah, I
there for
mean,
so long.
there's also like the conversation that Lego's brown color is not really reflective of like most black people's skin tone.
No, it isn't, and
Uh,
that's why the newer shades are so much better than the older reddish
it's
brown color
yeah,
that
no,
they use.
it's fantastic, and they have so many skin tones now that are only used as skin tones, like
Yes, yeah.
which is very very cool. Um,
However, a side effect of having these flesh buildings that I do like is that now brickheads have accurate skin tones, which they didn't have for a very long time.
yes,
Because
agreed.
brickheads used to use like disgusting tan, so all of the brickheads looked like they
Hmm.
were dying and sickly.
um, they still don't look very good.
No, but that's brickheads. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But no, I mean this
Are
is a beautiful
Brickhead's gonna?
set. I am Italian, so this is my culture, this is my people, but
Yeah.
it's big. I'm not gonna buy it. That's kind
Yeah.
of just the beginning and end of it. I guess when's this come out? August 1st? Is it August 1st?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I would know if I was getting this from Lego now, so I'm not getting it from them. So then no, I'm definitely not buying it. But
Yeah.
it's cool. It's a great
It's
set.
cool.
I'm happy it exists. I think more sets like this is a good thing, but I don't need it.
Yeah. I think we kind of share the opinion on this one that it's
And
just
that
like
price is, I do think 3,200 pieces for 300 is fine, but for an unlicensed set, I think that price should be better. Like 250, I feel like would be
it.
a lot fairer.
y-
200,
Yeah, I
200
agree.
would make this set really tempting. If this set was 200,
Agreed. No. Yeah. I mean, that would be like great.
yeah,
But we don't get that anymore.
no.
But anyways, that's about all I have to say about the Italian Riviera. We also had a Ninjago trailer drop this week, and it was awesome.
So yeah, Ninjago trailer dropped this week, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have not watched it because it is a season 3 part 2 trailer, and season 3 part 2 is already partially leaked. I've mostly not talked about it online because I don't want to spoil it for the people who haven't watched it. Because of that, I don't really have much to say about the trailer because 90% of the footage is in the episodes that leaked that I've already seen. I think there's like a couple new shots. I can't really talk about those shots without talking about what comes before them. So, if you've been avoiding the leaks, go check out the new trailer. It's cool. There's hype moments in it. You get to see Frack in his ninja suit for the second time officially. Um,
Awesome.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Check it out. I haven't watched it, but go check it out. Support Ninjago because unfortunately, episodes leaking means that the Lego doesn't get analytics that people actually watch the show. So please still support the show even if you watch the leaks. And there is still 2 episodes. We haven't seen 19 or 20, so there is still 2 episodes to be excited for if you haven't seen the leaks. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have much to like. I wish I could speculate and talk about the trailer because if it was our first time seeing it, I would have a lot to say. But I can't really talk about much without spoiling things.
I didn't watch it, but I also didn't watch part 1 of the show. So
That's going to be an upcoming podcast episode, though, as Matthew watches season 3, part 1, and we talk about Ninjago. Yeah. We should do that when 3 part 2 is about to officially come out. We should do that the week before.
Okay, that sounds good. This happened last time we did the podcast too. I don't keep up with Ninjago very well. I'll like kind of binge watch it once or twice, like once a year. Last time I watched it was when was that?
I think it was like November is when we did the custom frack head video.
Right, yeah, because I watched it like while I was working on that stuff.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Frack, Bonzo, and Frohiki are all available on my Etsy. The link is below.
Do you have them physically in front of you to show the fans what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, I actually don't have a frack head right here, but these guys, here they are.
Awesome, cool. Awesome. They're very cool. I think Matthew was very cool. Custom 3D printed and custom decaled minifigures.
Yep. Soon to be printed one day. Hopefully. In the near future, but yeah. So I'll when's the season supposed to come out? I'll make sure I'm on that.
We don't have enough. It's going to be like September or October.
Okay. So I'll do that sometime in August.
Yeah.
Okay. Look forward to that. The fans.
Stay tuned, the fans.
Stay tuned, the fans. But I did watch Monstrosity this week, so we can talk about that finally.
Ninjago Monstrosity, I've actually not gone back and watched it since Brickworld, but I was at the premiere at Brickworld, which was a very fun experience, being in a room full of 1,000 people watching Ninjago Legends Monstrosity. I'll let you go first, though, Matthew, since it's fresh in your mind. What did you think of it?
So I think it was pretty good. I don't think it's, like, groundbreaking. I did love the animation. I don't know. Was it Wild Brain, or was it, like...
No, it was... I forget the Sun something...
Okay,
it's a different animation. They did a short for Ninjago during the 10th anniversary, but this is no, it's not Wild Brain.
It's very visually pleasing, and the character designs are phenomenal, and I want to do something with those. They're amazing. That is by far my favorite part of this. I think, as far as like story goes, I don't know.
Because there's the 3 episodes. I thought episode 1 was a little weak. It was fine, but because it spent half the 5-minute runtime developing the world, I feel like there was less focus on the actual story.
Episode 2 was the only one I loved.
Yeah, episode 2 was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought 3 was pretty good.
3 felt like an ad for the sets.
No, I thought it was cute that going into the water and. I mean, it's all an ad for the sets, right? It's Lego.
So, okay, well, yes, I agree that it's all an ad for sets. 2 was, genuinely really good content and, felt like it could win an award as a short film. It was so well done.
Yeah, it was...
And the story was, heartwarming and, beautiful. I didn't love the first one. It felt very I'm 14 and this is deep.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that take, but fans, let us know what you think in the comments below.
If you spend too much time in the monster realm, you'll become a monster yourself.
It's true. Well, I see when that was in the trailer, I thought it was a metaphor, but episode 2 revealed that was literal. You'll literally become a monster.
Yeah.
I think that's very funny. I think it's cool to see Ninjago tap into a slightly older demographic.
I agree. The best part of that by far for me though was the character designs. Everything in the show looked so flipping cool. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Kai was awesome,
um,
and then the mech is like an awesome Ninjago character. Like actually, like the mech is so cool
yes,
as a
agreed.
character.
It did make me want that set.
Yeah, that's selling really well. Do you know that? Like the mech
Yes,
specifically is sold out everywhere.
I thought the dragon is doing well too.
The Dragons do well too, but from what I've heard from like people who work at Lego stores, like the mech is like the minute the mech gets in, it's gone.
That's awesome, and that means we'll probably get more of these.
Yes, yeah. Well, I think Legends is very my. I do worry about Legends a little bit because I don't want Legends to replace anything in Ninjago. I like it as an additional
Mm-hmm.
thing, like building, like adding the older focus sets and show in addition to things we already have. But I don't ever want Legends to become everything that Ninjago is. But as long as it's
Mm-hmm.
a bonus on top of everything else, I think it's a great thing to have, and I want it to continue.
I agree. I mean, yeah, good stuff. I'll
But yeah, the
probably get the
shorts
mech at some
were
point.
awesome. The animation was really cool. And I liked the story. I liked all three. I think I would be curious to see them try more of a through line in the future because they were three standalone. I mean, it was two standalone stories and then one that sort of linked the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but because the first one had to establish the realm of monsters, there was very little that actually happened in it. It was just kind of
Mm-hmm.
hype moments. And then two was awesome, and then three, I liked three actually. I had no issue, but I did like two more, but three was also very good in my opinion. Um,
No, it was fun. I liked it.
I thought it was cool seeing Kai being like, "What? I can't find my friends. I need to go into the water and find." And then the
I
Kraken
need
was
to
there. They
I
fought
need
the
to find my
Kraken, dude.
friends. I know they fought the Kraken and he found his friends.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So then we've got you mentioned this, so I'll let you kind of spearhead this one. Dark Lego
So
ideas rumors.
this is a bullet point on our document that just says "Dark Lego Ideas Rumors." This is a thing that shout out to the Brick fan, my goat actually. He used to be my main Lego news source before I became a Lego news source myself. But he covers whenever Lego Ideas projects hit 10,000 supporters, which is of course the threshold to be considered to be an official Lego set. And within the past week, there's been 32 projects to hit that, which is a lot. Like that is what like Lego Ideas review periods have been big as of like the last 5 years, but
Hmm.
usually it's not that quickly. We might get like if we get 10 in a week, that would be like whoa, we've had a lot this week.
Yeah, no,
32
I
in a
mean,
week though is another level.
I don't like. They've got to reassess at this point. Like
So okay, I heard an interesting argument though about this.
what?
Because so the whole thing is 10,000. The 10,000 number has been a thing for 15 years, right? That was Kuso back in the day was 10,000, and they've not
Hmm.
changed that number. And I saw an argument that if you change that number, these like because a lot of these. So I guess jumping back for a second, a
Hmm.
32. There's a question of is there some botting system happening? Are Lego Ideas projects being botted to get this number, or is it just viral marketing is happening? Which I do think may be what it is because people like it's a. I don't know if you've seen on TikTok, but there's a lot of people on TikTok right now support this on Lego Ideas. So
Hmm.
I think that might be what's happening. So it is
Hmm.
authentic, but it's going viral through social media.
Yeah,
Um,
and I think people really like the idea of like being involved in the potential creation of a Lego set. So it's like it was waiting to be like slopped up by TikTok. Like,
right. But so I've seen the argument for the 10,000 is that if you like change it to like say 25,000, these viral TikTok things are still gonna get that threshold. Now it might take 2 days instead of one, but they're still gonna reach
mm,
it because it's going viral. But if you up that number, it makes it a lot harder for something like the Italian Riviera that isn't connected to an IP to reach that consideration threshold because they
mm,
don't have that fandom supporting it. So if you make that number too high, it's the idea is it's going to become exclusively these viral projects and not like more niche, just like unique models, right? Because there's only stuff
yeah.
like the Italian Riviera you're only going to vote for if you're an active user of the Ideas platform because you're going to see that and go, oh, that's really cool. I'd like that to be a set, and you vote for it,
I
right?
think a better solution would be to provide a higher budget to ideas, give them a bigger team, and have more sets come out from ideas.
I mean, there's that too, but again, I just that doesn't solve the problem of a million things hitting 1,000. Like,
No, but it does solve the problem of one out of like 50 now every review period getting through, and it's like
Oh yeah, that is
like
the whole thing. I think
desk lamp.
I feel like there needs to be a solution to reach for IP projects because I think Ideas is in a really weird spot right now where Ideas is just Icons Light, where like if
Hmm.
you like that's actually a funny like game idea where you show two Lego sets with the theme names blocked out and
Yeah,
you have to say whether it's Ideas or Icons because they're both 5-letter words that start with I and end in S, and they're no different from each other. Just one was created by
yeah,
fans, and the other was created by Lego. Except a lot of Ideas now is either very niche, like brick built thing, like the typewriter or the Italian Riviera, where like they're cool sets and they were someone's idea, but
mm,
it's like this super niche thing, or it's an IP and it's all ideas is like all the original ideas project is hey, I want this IP, and they're like, okay, we're gonna pick up this IP, and then the final project has very little to do with the original ideas project. So I don't know what the answer, because there's a part of me that finds it very. I think Sonic's a very big example of this, the Sonic Ideas project, where that final set was nothing like that original project.
hmm,
The only reason um, that project got approved was to say yes, we want to do the Sonic IP, and then they did something completely different with it.
hmm.
But the set was fine. Like I got no issues with the final set, and I might even be better than the original
Eggman.
project. But I
Eggman
think
was pretty
it's
bad.
oh Eggman, yeah, Eggman was terrible. That's another story. Uh, But I do wonder, like, is that the vision we want for Lego Ideas, where it's just like get votes on the IP and then the IP becomes something else? Like, I feel like there's a
Hmm.
better answer, but I don't know what it is because I do think Ideas is great for getting new IP, but I don't know. I don't know what the answer is there. Um,
Yeah, I don't know. But I've
so
lost
I
interest in
feel like the
ideas
entire system's
floating, and
broken from the ground up. So 32
the Brandon
projects may make them
Sanderson,
have to reconsider things,
the Brandon
especially if it
Sanderson
keeps going. If
project
we
didn't
have like,
pass, and I hate ideas now.
what'd you say?
The Brandon Sanderson project didn't pass, and I hate ideas now, and will never care again.
I want to be honest. Ideas is probably one of my least favorite themes these days. I hate.
Oh no, I agree. I mean, I don't buy them almost ever. Although Twilight is ideas, and I really want that set. But
Yeah, I think I hate how big everything is now, and anything that's small is a gift with
hmm,
purchase. And this is something I talk about a lot, but the death of small sets is something that's very sad for Lego. I think small
I
sets are
agree.
amazing, and I think Ideas was really awesome for like when I was a kid, like not like really young, but like teenager. Some of my favorite sets were like the DeLorean, the TARDIS, right? Like these small Lego
Yeah,
Idea sets were
the
so
mech,
good.
like the mechs. What was that thing
Yeah,
called?
the exosuit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like those were all really good, and the fact that that doesn't really exist much anymore it's a shame.
Well,
It's
yeah.
just like
I think the gift with purchase thing going on right now is a really big issue. Like how
oh yeah, gift purchases are out of control. It's
everything under $30 now, it just ends up being a gift with purchase
yeah,
if it's
if
like
you
not
spend
in a major
160.
theme. And it's crazy. Like you so many really good designs should not be locked behind like a huge paywall.
But that's how they get you. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, as the
Well, no,
consumer we don't
they
like it, but
don't get
as
me
the
like
business they
that.
love it.
I'm sure. What happens if you like buy the threshold, get the gift with purchase, then try to return what you bought?
It depends who you're returning it to. I think technically because every gift purchase has a value on it. Technically, they're supposed to
Yeah.
subtract the value. But if your Lego store employee is like really chill, they might let you return it without. I've heard it depends location, it depends on country, it depends on who's
Okay.
working that day.
If
And
you want a gift with purchase, couldn't you just like be cool with like paying the money, buy the set, and like turn around and return it?
yeah, absolutely. That is a thing plenty of people do. Or you and certain Lego stores will let you return without a receipt. Others will require a receipt. Uh,
Yeah.
You can also, I mean, or you could go without Lego and just sell it third party, like sell the set for $10 under retail on eBay and like
Mm-hmm.
lose $10 but keep the gift with purchase. That plenty of
Mm-hmm.
people do that. Like so, I don't know. You need either way. You need to have enough liquid income to be able to like lose out on $160 for a week, right? To have that money missing from your account for a week, which a lot of people are, but some people aren't. So they're like the FOMO
Mm-hmm.
is a real thing. Uh, I do think it's yeah, given purchases are a little out of control these days though. Like I I want more, again, with small sets, I want more lower tier ones. I don't think everything should be a 160. I would love more 35, 75s.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the death of exclusivity would be cool. Like, I would love if gift with purchases were, here's the gift with the purchase, or you could buy it for $30 in a month. I think that would be
That
neat.
would be perfect, and just make it like Lego Store exclusive. I think that's fine. Like if
But again, what we like is the consumer versus, because as much as I say I hate it, it's got to be right for Lego. Because I know I've said, oh shoot, I want that gift with the purchase. I'm gonna go buy something to go get it because I know like I did that with the battle droid like battle tank
yeah, yeah,
thing. The
you're
little...
you're worse about it than I am. I don't remember the last time I bought something like
I
to
think
get a
that's the
gift
only
with
one I've done it
purchase.
with recently.
Really? Okay.
But like that one, I dropped 160 on Star Wars sets, and I've not built half of them because I
I
like Star Wars, but I didn't need to buy those sets. I just really wanted to gift with purchase, and yeah, gift with purchases.
Yeah, very cool.
I also, I guess we've not talked about this on the podcast, but I think we give with purchases that I don't like the set specific ones either. Well,
Mhm.
I'm not against it, but I think they've been done really poorly a lot. I think the Simpsons one is one of the funniest gift with purchases I've ever seen. The Simpsons
Yeah.
house, so funny. It's looks terrible, no minifigures, and it's a FOMO, like only available for a couple days kind of thing. I'm
Mhm.
a huge Lego Simpsons fan. Of those who don't know, I don't talk that much on the channel just because the theme was dead until this year, and there's only a couple of sets. Um, but I when that set came out, I'm like, I don't know if because like I want to have every Lego Simpsons thing because I'm so close already. But I'm like, is
Mhm.
this even worth getting? This is terrible. Um, and then another one that really bothered me was Cerebro. Because
I hated
that I
that.
don't.
I bought
So
that set and I have Cerebro, but I hate that thing.
here's the thing with Cerebro. I think that gift of purchase would be a lot better if you didn't have to buy the X Mansion to get it.
Agreed. It doesn't make any sense.
If it was just 160 on Marvel or 160 on anything and you got that at the same time the X Mansion came out, I think that would be really cool because it's sort of like a promo for the X Mansion, right? You could buy something else, get that, and be like,
Hmm.
oh, this is pretty cool. Maybe I want the X Mansion. But if you already have the X Mansion, that's kind of a bad set, right? Because it's a worse version of Professor X. It's like not that interesting of a build. And right at the same time, we had that's an idea set, right? Ideas are icons. The botanical gardens, the big one.
Yes. Yeah.
That came with a gift of purchase as well. That had a bunch of the new flower pieces from the botanical gardens in it. Great set. If you didn't also get the botanical gardens, but
Hmm.
if you're already getting the big one, you have all the new flowers. So why would you care about the little one with the new flowers? It's like
Hmm.
that little one would be so much better if you got it for free with 160 on anything, and then you're like, oh, cool, I got the new flowers. Maybe I want to get the big one because these are great. And I
Yeah.
don't. But there has been some good ones. I'm trying to think. I know there's been some. Like I think it's funny one to talk about. Avengers Tower had like the Black Panther taxi and car. I thought that was cool because it's like
It
nothing
was
too
cool.
crazy, but it adds a little bit of value to the original set.
Hmm.
You're not
I
missing
feel
much
like
if you
if they
don't
are
have it.
gonna do if they are gonna do a set exclusive one, that it should add some kind of like small
Right, it
value
should be
to the
something that doesn't
original
already
set.
come in the set. Um,
Yeah.
but it should also give enough
Cerebro
back
was
because
so
The
weird.
Simpsons is something that doesn't originally come in the set, but it's also nothing. Like the printed
It looks
TV tile is the
yeah.
only interesting part in that set.
The rest that thing looks terrible. I think.
Yeah.
Like.
No, it's so the couch is the wrong size. And no many. It should have come with Marge. Marge should have been in the gift for the purchase. Marge and Maggie.
Hmm.
So then you could get the whole family still.
Hmm.
And so in the description of the gift for purchase too, it's like complete the family with different sets. And it's like what sets? There's no sets. There's one
It
set.
almost it honestly makes me wonder if they intended to release something else or have those minifigures in it or something.
I think the people writing the set descriptions just aren't fully informed. They just know other Simpsons exists because there's
Okay.
been a lot of weird stuff in. What? There was a really funny, like messed up one. Was there a pirate set? Oh, it was One Piece. Um, the they used the word swarthy, I think. Yeah, the One Piece press release said something about like give these pirates your swarthiest smile, and I
What
don't
does
think
that
whoever's
mean?
written that knows what swarthy means. Because like I know it's like a pirate term, but it means dark skinned. Which is not probably not what they're meaning to say on their press release. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that get into those press releases that are not supposed to be there. So I really think the Citizens thing
Interesting.
is literally marketing not communicating with whoever's typing that up.
Interesting. Okay. So that's funny.
Yeah, it was interesting. Definitely a Lego moment with that one.
All right. So up next, why don't we talk about the new Lego Superman movie sets?
Yes. So next up, let's talk about live
Dude, the
action
sets
Ninjago
are
movie
amazing.
thoughts. What?
Are we not going to talk about the Superman movie sets?
No, we just did. We talked about all the Superman movie sets.
Oh, good point. Good point.
So for the viewers watching at home, the joke there was that there is no Superman movie sets, so we had nothing to talk about. So I moved on to the next topic. That was the joke there for the fans. No, Superman just came out. Matthew hasn't seen it. Otherwise, we'd talk about that movie. But maybe if Matthew sees it this week, we'll talk about it next week.
I played.
There's no sets for that movie, which a lot of people are very upset about.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not super bothered. I don't blame Lego for not making them. I really don't.
We got the set with these guys. That's about all we needed, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the movie a ton. Like, I really like the movie. It would be cool to have sets for them, but DC has failed Lego time and time again. I understand why they didn't want to make sets for the last movies they made sets for. The Batman, which I think sold pretty poorly, those sets, because
Yeah, they were
pretty heavily.
on clearance for. They clearanced heavily and sat on clearance for like
Yes.
years, I think.
I think the issue with that was a movie that wasn't really kid focused, but they were kids sets.
Yeah.
I think that was the issue there. There was The Flash, which had a set canceled because of everything happening. So Lego put in development budget and then didn't even get to release the set, which probably didn't put a good taste in their mouth.
Well, they actually, I think, did release the set in general. They just didn't release all the minifigures, and they changed the branding.
Yeah, but it still was not there was stuff that it wasn't. The set did not release as a movie tie-in.
No.
And then there was the Wonder Woman 84 set before that, which was another like iconic clearance set. Like that thing was around on clearance for ages, and I saw it many times for like $15, and I was like, I don't really want it. So as cool as even though this Superman was very good, and I think sets would sell pretty decent depending on what they were. I understand why Lego didn't make them. I'm not like upset with Lego for not making them, because I think if I was in Lego's position, I probably wouldn't have made them. I think the mech is like enough of a safe tie-in to do, and then not have to touch anything else on the fear that it was going to perform poorly.
Yeah, I agree.
And the other thing with that is, I think people often forget superhero sets are bad a lot of the time. They're really bad. They're terrible sets. Movie tie-in sets are often horrible.
What people are really saying is they want minifigures.
Right, exactly. Minifigures would be really exciting, but the sets themselves probably would have been, because I'm trying to think about the movie. Like, it depends on how big they go. Like, if they went all in and did like Fortress of Solitude, obviously that would have been sick. There is, without spoiling much, there is a Lex Luthor vehicle-esque thing at the end of the movie, which probably would have made it would have been cool to see on a box. I don't know how marketable it is, but I think I would like it. But a lot of it would just be like cages and boxes and stuff, because like it's not Marvel. We don't have the Quinjet, right? Daily Planet also would have been cool, but again, that would be huge. Like in terms of like small play sets for kids. Oh, actually, there's another vehicle, a hero vehicle, that also could have been pretty cool. That could have been like a nice $70 set. So I don't know. They could have done stuff with it, but there's not like an iconic vehicle. Like Superman doesn't have the Batmobile. The iconic thing of Superman is the Fortress of Solitude, so that would be like the thing to do if you were gonna do something that like is marketable beyond just movie tie-in. So I don't know. It would be nice to see. Maybe they'll go back and do them next year once they realize people actually want them. But yeah, minifigures are the biggest thing, especially for a lot of these characters that we either haven't gotten in years or have never gotten. The movie was good, and we'll talk about it next week if Matthew's seen it by then. I was not expecting to like it.
I was gonna see it last week, but again, COVID struck, so
You got hit by the dark disease, dude.
Something evil overcame me.
Yeah. So for as I mentioned earlier in the video, Matthew and I did a building challenge on the Bricks by Mind YouTube channel, which you should go check out if you haven't yet. We built We built custom vehicles to combine with the combo mech. Um,
Yep.
that video was okay. Not my favorite video I put out, but it was fun.
It also seems like that one was popping off more than the other one did.
Oh, is
Uh,
it really? It's at I think 45,000 views. The other one's at
oh,
around 100, but it's also been. I could check. I can compare them in analytics. I do think the concept behind this one was more interesting, but the other one turned out a lot better.
yeah. Um, I mean, I said it in the video. I think this is my least favorite building challenge I've done with you. I'm not super happy with how my thing came out, especially after like sitting down to mess with it to film.
Yeah.
Um, it it just felt like not my best work as like a mock builder and as like
Well, so I think a big thing that I definitely tried to let the viewers know about in the video is, for those who don't know, Matthew lives in Florida. I live in
yes.
New Jersey, so we do not live close. That's why we're filming remotely for these. But I
Mhm.
was down visiting him for what, 4 days, 3 days,
It
and
was 3 days.
that building
Yeah.
challenge was essentially like 8 hours that we spent on that. Um,
I don't even know if we spent that much time on it.
Maybe not. And we both building like our last two building challenges we did at the same time.
Hmm.
And we I think it was too bold of an idea. And I should have known that going in. I don't know why. I think my thing was because I had this video idea since January when the set came out, and I had the idea of roping Matthew into it because I thought like, oh, we can make instead of making I make 2 more vehicles between the two of us, we make 4 more. But I definitely think restricting that to a 8 hour like sit down session, it's way too complex of an idea to like really get
So
into because
I think looking back, a better way to have done it is if we worked on one mech together, and I did the top half and you did the bottom half, or something like that.
that would even still though I think it just because of like the transforming thing is the biggest part. The fact that you got to make
Yeah,
it a mech and the other because I was looking at my vehicles and that's the biggest thing is I think my I think of our 4 vehicles the one that looks best in both forms is my legs. I think my
agreed.
it
I
looks good as
completely agree.
legs and decent as it's definitely better as legs but looks decent as a tank. But then obviously your torso is pretty good too, but it's definitely much better as the turret.
Hmm.
um my arms are better as arms. The car is like okay. And then your legs, you were interesting.
Let's not talk about the legs, dude. I
But yeah,
the
it it was definitely the first time I've done one of these where it kind of felt like we sort of both were like we threw our hands up. We're like we're out of time. Like it's done. We're out of time.
Mhm.
Uh, and yeah, it was. I think it was definitely way too big of a challenge to do in such a
Yeah,
limited time.
I don't think we really considered how complicated making something that
No,
transforms
I think
looks good
I
and
was so
is
focused on
sturdy
how
in both
cool of an
legs.
idea it was. I did not focus on the complexities. And for what it's worth, I think we did fairly good with it for the circumstance. Like again, the fact that you managed to make the turret work, I think the turret is sick. The fact that like
Yeah.
it transformed in a different because that's the is my biggest thing was like I can't change how this transforms, so I have to do exactly the same just to recolor it and
Hmm.
make it a different vehicle. But the fact that
Hmm.
you did redo how that transformed, I think was very impressive for everything. Um,
Well, that one I planned out in my head a lot before we built it. Like I was
yeah.
like, I checked parts lists even to make sure I would like have enough of those like Evo joints
Mhm.
to make that work. So like I really planned that one out in my head a lot before we did it.
Yeah.
I had literally no idea whatsoever what I was doing for the legs going into it, and you can watch that video and see my build, and you could tell. I mean, I think I actually reshot my clip for you because I started with "I hate this thing" in my first clip, and I'm like, I don't want to start like that. I can't be that negative about it, but um, genuinely, it cannot stand up at all. I had it sitting on that table right behind me. It's not there anymore because I came upstairs the day after I filmed and it was shattered on the floor. Um, it just fell. It can't stand up. It literally cannot stand up on its own. So that's the death of that thing. It's never going back together. I don't want it on display.
Do you have the turret together at least, or no?
The turret is mostly together. Some of the pieces fell off, but like I could put it back together. I don't need it on display. Like I have built
Okay.
cooler
Yeah.
things. I'm
Yeah.
keeping Zane and Ryu together, and the rest of it is gonna go bye bye.
So yeah, I think definitely number one. I think two building challenges in so short of a trip was a bold thing, and I think we definitely went a little too complex. So I think our next trip, maybe we only do one and we go a little bit, or we do one bigger one and one smaller one. Because
Well,
the dragon
that's
one,
what we did last time.
yeah, the dragon one I think turned out pretty good. But even the dragon one, again, I hit a like I did not like my dragon.
Hmm.
About halfway through, but I'm like, I've gone too far into this design. I gotta commit because if I restart, I'm not gonna have enough time. Because
Well, I don't. When we were working on that, we did the dragon building challenge on the day you left, like that entire day. Your flight,
yes,
like you had to be to the airport by 5, and we were like, this has to happen today.
yeah, yeah,
And we did nothing else that entire day other than like
yeah,
work on that challenge and
yeah,
spend an hour trying to get lunch. Um,
yes. That's right. Yeah,
so I mean,
we're
but
standing in
like,
line at Publix, right?
yeah, we were in line at Publix. If you're not from Florida, you probably don't know Publix too well, but they're known for their like deli counter, but they're also notoriously slow. Like
Hmm.
it's like that scene in Zootopia at the DMV. That was, I never actually saw that movie, but in the commercial where it's like
Yeah.
literally
No,
snails pace,
that's
that is how they
somehow
are.
worse than that. So we get there and there's two people in line at the sub place ahead of
Hmm.
us, and I'm like, oh, we'll be good. There's only two people in line.
And
I
I
get to
said
know
to
we're there
him,
for
if we're not, I
like
said to you when we got online, if we're not done by this time, we're gonna leave.
yeah, and I'm like, obviously we'll be done. We're there for 20 minutes. The first guy's still not done, and not that
Hmm.
he's doing anything wrong. It's the people preparing it. I think he's ordering two sandwiches, like one for him and one for someone else.
Hmm.
20 minutes. Those two, I think one of them was done and the second one hadn't. And then there was
Hmm.
another person line in front of us, and we're like, I guess we're just leaving because like we can't spend 2 hours here in Publix waiting for
Yeah,
sandwiches.
yeah.
Um,
Then we went somewhere else and got sandwiches, but
Yeah,
um,
but yeah, that the building challenges with Matthew, that is definitely a difference between them and the ones that well, because there's like three types of mocks to do on the channel. There's the building challenges with you where it's parts and time. There's the building challenges I do by myself where it's just parts, but I do give myself as much time as I need. And then there's when
mhm,
I build a mock digitally usually first and order the pieces, and
mhm,
that's obviously it's my best work because it's actually planned. Um, because a lot of times with the challenge ones, right, where we have the limited pieces, I have an idea in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, this is that part, this is that part.
mhm.
Then I get to the table, and I'm like, well, what I need these other parts too, and they're not here.
Yeah.
So what do I do? And it's
I I would really love to like design something together digitally. So because like I'm a big mock builder, and I feel like you've become a big mock builder.
yeah.
So like I feel like it'd be really fun if we actually had an opportunity to like.
I'd be that'd actually be cool to do. Maybe we do. No, actually, I don't want to touch the combo mech again. Unless the video suddenly
Yeah.
gets like 1 million views, we're not doing more combo mech parts probably.
Yeah, I am cool to never. I would make a transformer again. I want to actually design something for Jay, like based on the jet that's coming out, because I love
Yeah,
that concept, and I have
yeah,
a lot of experience with transformers, so like I know
yeah.
how they work.
Mhm.
Um, but like I would really like to do like an actual mock
It would be
challenge,
cool.
like not
That's
challenge
actually a cool
even, but
idea.
just like.
And we'd film it remotely, so
Mhm.
like do matching mocks that what if you guys have any ideas for that, let me know in the comments because
Yeah, that would
obviously
be
we could do
cool.
like Evo Max or whatever, but I think that is my thing. That's not Matthew's thing, so I think it'd be cool to do something that we
Hmm.
both. I will say with the jumping back, the challenge videos. I did like there's a lot of videos I have that are challenge videos where I don't think the end result's great, but there's some that turned out surprisingly awesome where it's like, man, I really do have all the parts I need. Like
Hmm.
when I did the Cole's Titan Mech combined with the Source Dragon Emotion, I only had one
Yeah,
copy of each set, and those fit together surprisingly well. Like I had
that's
everything I
cool.
possibly needed with those two. Um, the other one was the
My, I think
go ahead.
Um, I think my because I've done 4 with you now, so like
Yeah.
I actually have some like things to go between. My favorite one that I've done was that like robot with the spaceship,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
like
That was definitely a
small
impressive
building.
one.
And then probably Spyro's my second favorite. I
Yeah,
actually
that
really
that
like
turned
that
out awesome
dragon.
too. Um, and then
The
my
other
other
two,
building challenge that I think turned like personally the only one that turned out really good was my Ultrasonic Raider because it was just one copy of the Legacy one and two copies of the new one.
Hmm.
And again, it just like wow, every piece I need is actually here. Like I felt like I
Hmm.
didn't compromise much on that, which is really it feels very nice whenever you're limiting your parts and you feel like you don't have to compromise on them.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's a just like going behind the curtain for me. That's the thing I feel like I got to get better with my script writing is um, showing that process a little bit more, like the challenge
Hmm.
aspect of it. Because when I just say I built a thing and here's the thing, and it's like that, why does that look like that? It's I feel like the storytelling of it, I need to get a little stronger at being like,
Yeah.
here's the challenge we faced, and here's why it was so hard at this specific part.
Hmm.
So selling that story, I think, could help improve. Though I think I have done better because again, like I think I'm harder on myself than the comments are these days, which is a good change of pace from how things used to be. But I definitely am very aware of that kind of stuff. It's like because I obviously I'm the one, and you know it too because you've done them with me. Like I know what was like sitting in front of that table, going, shoot,
Hmm.
I need this piece, I don't have it, or shoot, I kind of want to restart, but I don't have the time. But the
Yeah.
viewers don't see that; they just hear about it when I talk about it.
I think next time we do a building like challenge where we do have a limited amount of time, I kind of want to show like I think we need to film a little bit more while we're doing it just so people can like see
Yeah,
what's
that's something I
happening.
want to get better about too with my when I film it when I do it myself as well as show the more in progress shots. I think another thing
Hmm.
I struggle with that because I never know like where it's going, right? Because literally
Yeah.
when I do them myself, it's literally I sit down for maybe usually it's like 10 hours straight, and I
Hmm.
build and I put things together, I take things apart, so I never know like. I have so many different iterations, and I never know like this is the one I'm gonna build upon. But I should be getting interim footage of a lot of that.
Yeah, and I mean like that would also because like people will comment and it like when I look at the comments on the building challenges, the ones where people don't like it, it seems like they don't really understand that it was a challenge and not like necessarily our best work.
Yeah, and
Um,
that's what the storytelling aspect I'm talking is. For me, that video is so much more about the story than it is the build, right?
mhm,
It's about
mhm.
the difficulties, the wins and the fails. But as opposed to
Dude,
when I design something digitally and it's a mock, then if it's terrible, you have every right to tell me it's terrible. Um, but with the that's the case of the challenges too, of course. But I think the advertising, the storytelling, like that's the engaging part of the video in my eyes, and I feel
mhm.
like that's a big thing I want to capture more in future videos is having the viewer feel like they're a part. And then you're right, showing interim, showing like rather than explaining what happened, actually showing what
Mhm.
happened, like showing the difficulties as we're facing them could be.
Yeah. And I mean, just for me with my own stuff, like I don't really love showing progress, like posting progress shots of stuff because like if you're working on a finished product.
Right,
Like a mock is not ready to be shown until it's done, so it's like you almost don't even feel comfortable to share that like
right,
progress
exactly.
stuff. Like I mean, for me, I've been working on the Phineas and Ferb minifigures. They won't be out yet, but like the Candace one, I keep sending you shots of that, and like I was looking back at some of the earlier ones I sent you, and like I would not want to share that. Like that is not
Yeah,
like
I
oh,
returned.
you're back. Like that's not something I want to share. Like I want to share the final product, but it's like
Mhm.
to make content out of it. It's almost like I like have an urge to show it just to have something to show, but also
Yeah,
like that doesn't look good. Like that's
yeah,
not what people want to see.
yeah. So
And I feel like it's like similar for the mock stuff. They don't look good until they're done. Like
yeah, and then sometimes they don't even look good when they're done.
yeah. Yeah. So, but I mean like there's a lot of structure because I mean like I remember when I was a kid, I would watch stuff like this, and I watch it to learn how to do it myself as much
Mhm.
as I was watching it for entertainment. And I'm
Yeah.
sure, like, the people who are watching this could probably get some level
Mhm.
of something out of
Mhm.
seeing, oh, it doesn't look great. And that's why. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Is the only videos where it's like for me it is I made this and I'm 100% proud of it is the ones where I have designed it digitally first and I ordered the pieces because then it is 100% the vision I wanted it to be.
hmm
Otherwise, but then there's varying levels of success otherwise. And it's also there's a level of improving my skills, which I think I have significantly. I did a video about this time last year. Where I went through all my old mocks, and there's definitely
Mhm.
varying quality, and it's a fun video actually. That was a fun one
You've
to do. Go.
I watched that one actually. You've
Oh, did
come
you?
like yeah, you've come like a really long way in
Yes,
terms of
yeah.
like mock building from like where you
Well, because
were
again,
like
it what
3 years
mock
ago.
building was never the original. And the first one I did was the um Evo Max, and that was not even
Hmm.
meant to be a mock. It was a chat. The whole idea was Evo Max using only Evo sets, because
Hmm.
the original pitch for Evo, which wasn't even the final version of Evo, was like, oh, there's swappable parts, so you can mix and match, and that's actually what the Elemental Power Max ended up being. But I'm like,
Hmm.
oh, that'd be cool if you could use Evo sets to make stuff for other characters. And then
Hmm.
that video did like ungodly well for my channel. I'm like, wait, should I just do mock stuff? But then I had kind of a run of like not really know because I don't know if I've talked about this much, but I never built mocks as a kid really at all. Part of that just because I hated taking apart my sets, so I didn't have like loose parts. Um, so like that even like video is like one of the first mocks I've ever built in my life.
Hmm.
So it's definitely been a learn. But then yeah, I've got like a lot. There's again, there's epic fails in there. No, I'm not even completely dissatisfied with the combo mech vehicle. I think the Cole thing, the Cole one's okay, the Lloyd one's okay, and I think mine looks really good in mech form. Um,
In
but
like combined form, yours is like really solid. Like
it's really but it is also I can't even take too much credit for that because it's also just the skeleton of the original mech.
mhm.
But I like how it looks visually. Um,
It looks
but
visually very good. I think that was something I made a big mistake with was trying to like
what I think
redesign the
it's kind of funny
entire.
we did I think we approached it opposite ways. I focused on trying to make sure the mech form looked good. You focused kind of exclusively on the vehicles.
No, I
Because that was
focused
the biggest issue with your
exclusively
plane. You were
on
building
the.
your plane, and you were like, "Wait, how does this still legs?"
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think my biggest issue wasn't that I was exclusively focusing on the vehicles. I was exclusively focusing on the turret. I wanted
Yeah,
that to
that
be
too.
perfect.
That too.
And I think that was like pretty perfect, but
Um,
at the expense of a lot.
but yeah, the ratio of builds I'm very proud of versus the ones I'm on is definitely changed recently. But
Yeah.
I've got a few. I've actually got some stuff on my desk that I've built. I've not filmed yet. I've got one that's like not. It's a fun video, but it's not a very creative build. It's very just like formulaic.
Hmm.
And then I've got a lot of things in the pipeline that I need. I've not done mock videos nearly as much because I've been busy with other things, but I definitely
Hmm.
want to get back into them. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
More elemental power max coming soon. That's all I'll say. And by soon I mean probably like 3 months from now, but coming soon.
That's funny.
Other stuff before that, but elemental power max is
Yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah. But mocks are fun. We
Mocks are
definitely
fun,
want
and
to do
I
more
do. I
building
will say
challenges
like
in the
I
future.
one thing that is a constant, whether I'm happy with the end result or not, is it is always very fun. I feel very grateful to have the opportunity with the Lego Bastard Network, of course, to like
Hmm.
it is a surreal experience to get to just tear into sets and build whatever I want with it.
Hmm.
I do. It makes me wish I had done more mock building as a kid, and like um, another thing, I guess, a big change in Lego that I find interesting is Lego has changed so much from when we were kids that like
Hmm.
the when we were kids, like the bricks were so much simpler. Like it was way more of a focus on play than display. There's a lot less like detailing pieces.
Hmm.
So like what Lego can do today is so different from what it could do back then. Um,
Yeah.
and because of the specialized pieces, it does make it can be overwhelming sometimes. So I don't know. It's just a very interesting, different
I
thing.
So with like new specialized pieces, I've not really built a mock uh in a while, but I find myself gravitating towards older pieces just because like it's what I know. And I
Yeah.
mean, if I were building more, I feel like I would definitely want to break out of that a little bit because like that that kind of like stagnates your building a lot, and part of
Yeah.
what's cool about Lego is there are like new parts that do really change the way a mock can work every year.
Yes. Absolutely.
Um but like with a lot of my mocks, I feel like this is something that I would want to get better with my builds. I really like kind of build myself into a box with what I do. I feel like I
Mhm.
build very similar styles. Like uh, I've never been like extreme detail oriented. I prefer to build like kind of in Lego set style. I
Yeah.
do definitely deviate from that, but like,
Well, so that's my thing. That's my favorite thing to do is like build things that I feel like fit in line with it. Because like
hmm
when I go to like somewhere like Brickworld and I see all these massive models, they're sick. But for me personally, number one, I don't have the space nor the money for those bricks. But they're not what I'm interested in doing for myself. I do like that's why I find the elemental power mechs so fun because even though they are like all things considered, they're a relatively simple build. Any like mock builder with like a little bit of experience can put one together that looks
hmm
just as good or probably better than anything I've made. But I find them really fun because they do feel like they fit in with the because
yeah.
I do love Lego for the official sets. I don't just like it because of the medium of building bricks. I love small sets. I love just the variety of things we get, right? So,
hmm
um, I do really enjoy trying to make things that not necessarily one to one feel official, but like it's like the whole idea of like bigger is not always better. I think
hmm
is something I found fun. But yeah, anyway, wrapping around to what I was talking about before. Block building is always fun, no matter how it turns out. And I do encourage, like, if you've never built something of your own, I do encourage it because it's a good time. Like, even if, like, I think chasing the idea of good, like, people, everyone's a critic, right? And even if I don't love everything I put together, like it's still fun, right? So
hmm
don't be chasing that high of like, oh, it's not as good as XYZ because there's some incredible mock builders out there, and I know I'm not even gonna try to like reach that level because I know that's not happening. I'm just having fun for me, trying to make a fun video for the audience. So yeah, that's the grand mock discussion. I think that is
Yeah.
that the podcast. Is that everything?
Yeah, we're just at an hour, so that is
Okay, we'll talk
probably a
about live
good
action
place.
Ninjago movie next week because I don't think that's
Yeah,
in my
that's
opinion,
not
until that are
going
changing
anywhere.
anytime soon. So stay tuned for that,
Yeah.
viewers.
Yep. We'll see you all next week. It's been a
Thanks for watching,
pleasure.
everybody. Subscribe, leave a like
Yep.
on the video, subscribe to Bricks by Mine, subscribe to Matthew. Links are in the description, I think, right?
Yep. Yes, they are. Except YouTube's been weird about allowing me to click like put external links. I've been trying to get that sorted out, but maybe
Oh,
it's done
okay.
this time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also,
Um.
use the timestamps if you want to skip around. I'm going to remind you at the end of the video, just like we did last week.
Yep.
So
Yep. All right.
if you're here at the end and you wanted to see other parts of the video, use the timestamps in the description.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We
Thanks
will
for watching,
see you
everybody. See you in
next
the next
week.
one. Bye bye.
Goodbye.